The Thunder is not going to be facing the Golden State Warriors because this is supposed to be the last and final week of the regular NBA season, and depending on what your record is, you can move up or you can move down. And whenever they move up or move down, I have to do the videos all over again because that's just how predictions sometimes can go in the NBA. Now it's going to be the Denver Nuggets versus the Thunder. To me, this is going to be a competitive basketball game. Right off the bat, this is going to be very competitive. You know, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and the Thunder, they're most likely going to win the first two games because they're bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're playoff bound. They have made the playoffs. Now, the Thunder have won 80% of their basketball games, and they was on the verge of being eliminated from playoff contingency, and this team bounced back and won the last 10 games of the season, and the season's not over yet. So the Thunder still have to win maybe 2 or 3 more games to finish the season to ensure that they keep this spot at number 7, because they were at number 8, and then San Antonio dropped to number 8 back. So when I click on this video, I'm probably going to put the Thunder because every time you think that a basketball team is finally going to make the playoffs, this is like the longest season where you think you figured out who's going to play against who, and just when you think you figured it out, they move up, they move down, back and forth, back and forth. Now, if this is going to be the final stamp on what teams face each other in the playoffs, you're looking at a situation where Russell Westbrook is just going to go for triple doubles. I mean, they're going to win the first 2 games if they're at home in Oklahoma. Now, the Denver Nuggets are bigger, they're stronger, they're faster, they're a young, hungry basketball team, and they're looking to make a statement. They're looking to prove to the NBA that they deserve to be in the conversation to contend for a championship someday in the next 5 seasons in the NBA. And the Denver Nuggets can actually match up very well with the Thunder because they're both big, they're both strong, they're both fast, and the Denver Nuggets basketball team is good on defense. They're known as a defensive basketball team. Oklahoma City Thunder is an offensive basketball team with offensive power. And whenever you see Paul George go up for rebounds and blocks, as well as scoring 25 to 30 points a game, that's what he does. Russell Westbrook is the guy that makes this engine roll. Now, he's determined to prove to the NBA that the Thunder is still a playoff competitive basketball team that still wants to prove that it can still win a championship, despite the fact that he has his issues with Kevin Durant, and that he still wants to prove that he can get to the first round and the second round, and that it's him who wants to take on the Golden State Warriors and prove once and for all that this is the team that you should take serious. Now, the Thunder will probably win this series in 6 games because it's going to be very competitive. It's a young basketball team going against a team that has veteran players with young players. Denver has all young players under 30. So you know the old saying, right? The younger you are, the longer you last in the basketball game. The older you are, the less you last in the basketball game. So in this one, we can call this matchup age versus youth. Now, Russell Westbrook is still young, but the players who are around him are getting up there in their age, and these guys are starting to slow down a bit. And you got to ask, how many more years can Russell Westbrook keep making to the playoffs? How many times can you keep scoring triple doubles? And Denver is bigger, stronger, faster, and younger. They're hungry. They have won basketball games in the season against the Thunder. So we're looking at a case scenario where I want to say Thunder takes it in 5 games. To be on the safe side, I'm going to say they're going to take it in 6 games. I do believe we're going to see a case of the Thunder wins 2 games, Denver wins 2 games, that makes it 2 apiece. And then Thunder takes game 5, or I guess Denver would take a game. And then, you know, would have to win 2 more games to make it 6. So I think Thunder takes it in 6 games in the first round. The only way I see Denver beating the Thunder in a first round matchup is if Denver can take it to 7 games. And I seriously doubt they have the ability to do that. I see the game get pushed to 5 games, pushed to 6 games. I don't think there'll be a 7th game in the first round matchup of the NBA playoffs. Maybe in the 2nd round, maybe in the 3rd round, we might see a 7-game series, but not in the first round. I think it's too early for a 7-game series. So I think Denver can push OKC to 5 games, to 6 games, but I think Denver will lose and the Thunder will win in 6 games and advance from the first round to the 2nd round and take on either the winners of Portland and the Jazz or the Spurs, or in this case I'm not going to even say Spurs, I'm going to say take on the winners of the Houston Rockets and the Clippers. So that's pretty much what we're going to see. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the 2nd round matchup. It's probably going to be Thunder versus the Houston Rockets, because you know that's what everyone wants to see in a 2nd round matchup. If they don't get to see that, then at least either Portland or the Jazz versus the winner out of this matchup. So that's probably what you're going to end up seeing in the 2nd round anyway. So basically, you see how this matchup's going to go.